Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Asra Sheikh, roll number 15, B.Ed 1.5, morning, Department of Education. Today my presentation topic is Classification of Research on the Basis of Purpose, which is assigned by Professor Amjad Ali Aran. First of all, I define research. Research is a combination of two words, re and search. Re means again and again. Search means to find out something. In other words, we define research. It includes collecting, organizing, and evaluating data. We can say that a systematic way of discovering new knowledge is also called research. Research is a human activity based on the intellectual investigation and is aimed at discovering, interpreting, and revising human knowledge on different aspects of the world. Now, classification of research. Before a researcher begins to conduct a study, he or she must decide on a specific type of research. We can classify the research according to the purpose of research, the uses of research, the handling of time during the research, the techniques using in research. Now I define purpose of research. If we ask someone why he or she is conducting a study, we might get a range of responses. My boss told me to do. It was a class assignment. I was curious. Simply, there are almost as many reasons to do research as there are researchers. We can classify research into four basic categories according to the purpose of research: exploratory research, explanatory research, descriptive research. Last one is historical research. Exploratory research. It is also called formulative research. You may be exploring a new topic or issue. In order to learn about it, you begin at the beginning to clarify and define the nature or problem. Management may have discovered journal problem, but research is needed to gain better understanding of problem. Exploratory research may be the first stage in the sequence of study. The result of exploratory research are not usually useful for the decision making by themselves, but they can provide significant insight into a given situation. Although the result of qualitative research can give some indication as to the why, how, and when something occurs, it cannot tell us how often or how many. Gather primary information that will help you to define a problem and suggest a hypothesis. Goals of exploratory research: become familiar with the basic facts, setting, and concern, develop well-grounded picture of the situation, determine the feasibility of conducting further study, develop techniques and a sense of direction for the future. For example, design is conducted about a researcher problem when there are few no earlier study to refer to. Explanatory research. Explanatory research is an attempt to connect different ideas and understanding the different reasons, causes, and effects. When we encounter an issue that is already known and have a description of it, we might begin to wonder why things are the way they are. The desire to know why to explain is the purpose of explanatory research. Subdivided in causal research conducted to identify the cause and effect relationship. laboratory experiment, field experiment. It works within the constraint variables. Explain things, not just reporting. Why elaborate and enrich a theory? Determine which of the several explanation is best. Advanced knowledge about underlying process. Provide evidence to support or refute an explanation or prediction. Test a theory's predictions or principle. Example is this: descriptive research can tell that 80% of the visitors like entertainment videos on website. Exploratory research can tell that what the reason that why 80% of the visitors watch entertainment videos. Descriptive research. Descriptive research present a detailed picture of the problem or situation. Describe research is more detailed as compared to the exploratory research. Descriptive research seeks to determine the answer to who, what, when, where, and how question, although the data description in factual, accurate, and systematic. The research cannot describe what caused a situation. Labor force surveying, population census, and educational census are examples of such research. Another example is how can we absence the survey of democracy or the martial law, the country e-voting system. Goals of descriptive research: describe the situation in terms of its characteristics, provide an accurate profile of a group, give a verbal or numerical picture of the situation, present background information, clarify sequence, set or stages, and focus on who, what, when, where, and how, but not why. Now, last one is historical research. In historical research, the systematic collection and evolution of data to describe, explain, and understand action or events that occurred sometime in the past. There is no manipulation or control of variables as the experimental research. An attempt is made to reconstruct what happened during a certain period of time as completely and accurately as possible. The purpose of historical research to make people aware of what has happened in the past in order to learn from the past failure and successes, apply them to present day problems, make predictions, test hypotheses concerning relationship or trends, understanding present educational practice and policies more fully. There are some steps involved in historical research. Define the problem, locating relevant source, summarizing information obtained from the historical source, evaluation of historical source. Historical research covers categories such as historical, legal, documentary, bibliography, biography, institutions. For example, historical research on the development of nursing in Pakistan. Thank you.